good to see you on Training Mandate. My name is Anna Paul Gindri. Today on Training Mandate, we shall x-ray the solar energy. But first of all, has the electricity company added value to the Nigerian economy? If yet to do so, what are the challenges? But we will x-ray the solar energy because it is complementing the electricity company of Nigeria. And how is the solar energy useful to the society? What value has it added or is about to add to the Nigerian economy? On this program today is the chairman and CEO of Wedotebary Nigeria Limited. He is Da Yohanab Adalio. It's good to have you on this program.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, Training Mandate will not relent to ensure that the youth on the plateau, the youth in Nigeria, the youth across the world will know the impact of solar energy. But first of all, what inspired you to develop solar energy in Nigeria and on the plateau for the development of our society?
My inspiration started first of all by the environment which I've grown up in. NESCO, the power generating company, is located within my domain. And as a child, I was proud to see it start and for the light to be so constant that anywhere I went in Nigeria, I found a difference between what NESCO can do with others. And NESCO is a company that is a foreign one, by a British company. And when I was in school, I just thought if a white man would do that in this country, I should do something better for my country. And so all my secondary days and my life after that had been that I should do something that will give light so that we illuminate our societies and we will do the things that will make work easier for us. So that was the first inspiration. The pride to see your house lit, and this was because I grew up from this environment. So my primary one, after God's help over my life, was NESCO itself. That I saw what they were doing, and as I grew up, I discovered that I could do something different from them. It was an inspiration that God revealed to me. Instead of going on hydro or on thermal electricity, I started by this issue of solar. And so when I started reading and studying and investigating about what this was, I became very interested in it. And this started right from 1997. And because in this country you know that unless you are in the position of influence, most ideas and concepts that you have will never be achieved. That was the thing that it really inspired me or drove me into desiring to aspire for the leadership of this state.
From your experience, I mean your educational background, are you an engineer?
No, not by training.
Not by training?
No, but by inspiration.
By inspiration?
Yeah.
And what techniques did you carry along to ensure that you empower yourself to reach this level?
A lot of research, a lot of reading, a lot of interaction.
Okay, from 1997 to date is about 2 decades of this practice. What is the size or capacity of megawatt that Wedotebary Nigeria Limited has been able to manufacture?
Now, when we started this, in order to practice, you had to go through the regulatory requirements.
Okay, and what are they?
The requirements is to get a license.
Okay.
And when we started researching on this, and we got the secret of doing the technology, the laser technology, we now went to the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission. And by the grace of God, we are the first in Nigeria. Nigeria with a population of over 160. We are the first to have that license, and we were celebrated in the media internationally and locally. And we got that in 2009. And after us, quite a number of people have been given that license. But to generate power by solar in Nigeria, we have created a Guinness record on that. Okay. We are the first.
Okay. And what is the capacity of the megawatt?
Well, we got the license. We got the license for 5 megawatts for a start.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, over the years, over a decade now, the Nigerian government have impacted so much in the power sector, spending over ₦1 trillion to ensure that this industry is revamped for the development of Nigeria and for the citizens to benefit as well. What do you think is the challenges that has hindered this from coming into being?
Well, people will look at it on the surface or on the economic aspect and say it is corruption. But some of us have discovered that the issue of electricity in Nigeria is a spirit. It's a terrible spirit. That spirit is more than the spirit that controls corruption. Because, like you've said it is not just over 1 trillion naira. What has been invested from 1999 to now on electricity in Nigeria is about 11 trillion naira. And this is it has made an impact of just about 1,000 megawatts between.
How portable and how available is the solar energy for citizens to consume and for industrialization?
Now, nobody can eat their cake and have it.
Sure.
The truth about solar power generation is that it is expensive as an upfront investment. And this is what some people are put off on. In order to have that, it is not that before you have that light, you have to have all the things that are there. It is not that you have them piecemeal.
What are the things required for this solar energy?
Well, the first thing is the solar panels themselves.
Okay.
They were the ones that they capture the radiation from the sun.
Okay.
And then, of course, when it captures that, it is a DC that they capture.
Okay.
And then you have to transfer that DC into AC through an inverter.
Okay.
Now, those are the two basic things that are very, very important. And because we do not manufacture these things in Nigeria, you have to have them imported. And you bear the cost of how it is brought into the country. So because that makes it more, it's very expensive when you talk to people about how much it is that you can generate power. But thank God that a lot of these things are coming down in price.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of manufacturing now, there's new technology.
Okay.
So the cost of this is coming lower.
Okay.
So it is our wish and it is our hope that in the next decade, Nigerians shouldn't be paying up to 25 naira per kilowatt hour of power.
Okay.
If we have this kind of backing on power generation.
This support should come from individuals, from stakeholders, and from government to ensure that electricity is readily affordable for Nigerians, and that solar energy